dokie. All right. Okay. Alright, last one to go is that one there. And I imagine it's going to be a lot more comfortable than it is right now, because it's like a little bit bunched right here, so I'm going to see if I can't make it just slightly over that way. Maybe even just the last one, probably, I guess. So I've got the cutout here. Fits perfectly. Now let's cut some pieces. Let's check the quality of the stream real quick. Oh, I'm glad that it's not super duper far behind. What was that? Wow. Wow, that's rough. Let's see if I can't. Tried going live a minute ago, but turned out I was freaking on private again. Technology. Excuse me. I took a nice long nap today. Or rather, I was catching up from my sleep. My goodness. Three so far, I think. Two, three, four. So 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. Uno more O to go. I think once I put the insulation in, we're going to have to come up with some kind of idea for what it's going to do, what we're going to design this as. Oh man, I think I injured my shoulder earlier. Charlie Sean, what are you installing? Looks interesting. Oh yeah. Take a look. This is my latest piece. It's my winter wear for. I live up in North Dakota now, and it's getting to be winter, so I figured I'd get working on my winter wear. But once this piece is done, let me just hold that in place. Once this piece is done, then I'll have the next thing to do is to work on the frame, the outside frame. So if you're new here, then I can tell you there is let's see if I can't show you that. So all of the lines in there are where the frame is, the padded wire frame. And so that's 2 wires held together with a long figure 8 weave, and then wrapped in, I think, 3 to 4 layers of hoodie material. And then in this one in particular, I'm filling all those gaps with 5 layers of hoodie material, and then maybe a liner. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a liner just yet. And then, of course, and then a thing of fabric on the outside. Then what I'll do is, I'll give you an example. Then what I'll do is I'll put a frame on it. So there's the inside there. That's what the padded wire frame looks like. And then the lines you see up and down there, are being held by the frame on the outside. And then there's the inside lines there that are on top of it, and then the design on top of that. And that's pretty much the idea that I'm going with so far. I don't really have an idea of what I'm going to do with the outside of this one just yet, because before I made this, I actually designed the crown before I started, whereas this one I need a frame, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do later. But I think what I'm going to do is there's the face to it, held on by magnets. I'll give you an idea of what that looks like. Oop, there you go. And man, I really love that face there. Hammered finish, that kind of thing. But there's a making of video that I've done for this one, so you can probably check that one out. But I do believe that let's take all those down. I plan to use my lepidolite, lapis lazuli, my lapis lazuli for this project here. That's going to be the centerpiece. And depending on whether I'm going to go crazy with it or not, I'm going to try and do... There we go, that's a good view. Depending on how crazy I want to go, I'm also going to do several of these beautiful blue howlites. And depending on... I don't know, it's hard to know how much I'm going to use because there's so many of them. Beautiful rose quartz there. Look at that. Oh boy. Large hematite orb. That boy's heavy. Oh man, it's so heavy. My beautiful fire opalite. Oh, I guess the light doesn't make it very easy to see what that looks like. Oh yeah. A couple copper orbs. Those are heavy. There we go. I've got too many of these. There's a garnet, a beautiful orbital garnet. They're about the same size as that as the lepidolite. Excuse me, I keep saying lepidolite. Which one is the lepidolite? Either way, there's my bloodstone. Excuse me. Oop, magnet. So that orb's going to be on the centerpiece, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. I'm sure I'll do some kind of, what do you call it, a heady coil framing, and that, maybe a sort of a swirly design along the surface. Not too many gaps, but I also don't want it to be very heavy, because that one I just showed you is like wow, that's impressive. Oh, thank you. I'll tell you, you can do it too. You know, I've been doing it for about 3 years before I made that one. About 2 or 3 years before I made that one. So I believe in you. It just takes time. You see the patchwork there, the pieces all put together. Well, this is all one sheet of fabric, one sheet of fabric. And the frame itself is not terribly difficult to make because you just make it on top of your head. So let's take a look at what it looks like when you're wearing it. If I can do it without messing up the insulation. Ah, nice and snug. Then I'm going to have a removable face on this one as well. You've got some serious skills and creativity. Thank you. I tell you, I want to encourage everybody to give wire work a try because it's extremely inexpensive if you can just get your hands on some scrap wire. I'm using steel for the. I'm using steel wire for 12-gauge steel wire for the frame, so that I don't have to use all my copper for it. And 12-gauge steel is dirt cheap. It's like $10 for 200 feet. So I highly encourage you to go out and get you some steel wire to practice with, and then use some scrap copper to do other things. Like, here's my Crown of Gas crown. This is one I was very, very proud to finish. We've got time to look at all this stuff too, because I've just got the sewing to do. And that's the obsidian in the center, 2 rose quartz, and 6 amethyst on each side, all held together with aluminum, copper, steel, and copper, aluminum, and steel. Very, very, very light actually. Let's see here. I'm gonna put it on. Put my head sock on so it doesn't tear up my hair. And this thing fits. This thing forms right around my skull. Just bam. Oop, my forehead's sticking out. There we go. That's my Crown of Gas. And that's Crown of Gas, the Obsidian King. I actually don't know what I'm going to call this one, because I guess I'll just call it winter wear. I'll be wearing it every day. Well, every winter day. Let's see, I'll put this away now. But even then, you don't really have to do something extremely complicated. You can also do stuff like this. I have my original one here. I think I like it better than the other one. And then I have a chunkier version that I made afterward. So I'll put this one on real quick. Just sits on the forehead like that. There we go. Just a lovely little piece. Gotta find I think my daily wear. It's too cold to wear it now, but I've got another one that I wear every day. There we go. Something simple. Are you a live-action adventurer, or what do you do with the crown? I want to kind of create a persona of sorts, in terms of like that's the Obsidian King, as in like that, like we'll just make that a person, But just like making crowns and magical implements. Like here we can take a look at my Obsidian pulse cannon. It's like I call this a Dragon Slayer, the Demon Slayer. It weighs about 10 pounds, maybe a little more. Nicely balanced. And it's hold it up like a bazooka. Definitely a lot of fun to make that. And it's a solid wire. There's no core in there. It's just copper wire, tightly bound, where I have wire coming out and then I retch it up. And then retch all the way down to the bottom there where it's, held fast. Oh, shit. Come on now. What the hell? There we go. Then we have my combat wand. My beautiful combat wand. I call this one Storm of Black Stone. Excuse me. This is Black Bolt. My one-handed combat wand. And then Surge Protector. My two-handed combat wand. Wow. I highly encourage anybody to do exactly, to sort of copy what I do until they come up with their own sort of style. This is oh, gotcha. Holy shit, that's cool. Thank you. How long did it take to make the bazooka? A solid week. I worked on that bad boy so fast. I don't think it took very long at all. Because I was really ready to have fun with it. I don't really go anywhere with them or like any kind of conventions or anything because I never leave my house. But I'll take my crowns and masks to the club if I can get around to it. Let's see, what else is there? I guess I've got my other masks here. This is the Reaper. One of my favorite ones. This one's very popular at the club. It's, all of these things took some evolutionary steps to get where they are. Like you can tell the difference between like this one down here, then this one, and then that one. So it's like I can't make the same thing twice, and it's got to be twice as good as the last. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Let me fix that. There we are. And I may as well show this one off too. This is Cyberpunk. An entirely wire frame, all wire there. Thin speaker wire. And that one's really popular. That one's one of the most views out of all my masks is this one here. But that might have to do with the name. Oh, they're really dusty. There we go. What else? Well, you know what? My blasting rod is around here somewhere. Here's my daily wear. So anytime I leave the house, this is what I'm wearing. Got crystal quartz in the centerpiece there, just like a little cluster. Dang, it's already 11 o'clock. And then Storm of Blackstone. My beautiful blasting rod. Totally solid wire in there. So the way I made these rods is, you see the wires through here are actually going all the way through to the front here. And so I'll have, it's a core of 6 wires, then wrapped in 3 wires, or 2 I think is in this case, and then wrapped in fabric, and then a coil on top of that. Excuse me. 6 wires, wrapped in 2 wires, wrapped in fabric, and then wires going up and through. So this wire here holding it together is actually coming through, and I'll wrench it up and give it a nice tight thing. So that's not wobbly at all. It just very solid, and don't hurt. Yeah, it's gonna hurt somebody if you use that against. That's ridiculous. So I actually make like real weapons, it seems. Now it's dusty. All my work is so dusty. But I think as soon as I put fabric on my work, that was when I really skyrocketed. So if you can skip all the crap that I did before I got to the fabric, where I did my padded wire frame, then you'd really you'd be able to learn from my silly mistakes and stuff. I wonder where I'm gonna put that. Oh yeah, and there's also my wand. And this is New Beginnings, my regular wand. Oh, there's the lepidolite. That one is a lepidolite and a amethyst orb there. And it's got aluminum, copper. Yep, aluminum and copper. So you can see kind of the evolution of what I do. Dude, you could make a ton of money off your pieces. Of course, it would probably take all the fun out of making them. You just hit me home right there in my heart. I can't seem to let them go. But I do plan to get welding under my belt here pretty soon. Like, I got my sewing machine right here for when I start making my clothing. For this is all it's for me. I like wearing trench coats and stuff. But certainly when I start welding and things, it'll change from a padded wire frame to there's the padded wire frame, and then I can put plate metal on top of it. Oh, thank you. Oh man, that makes me feel good. I really love making these things. And it consumes all of my time. Let's see here. Let me put some of these things away. And I highly encourage you to get started on your own things as well. It's hardly something like this is fairly simple to make. You start in the middle, and you work your way out. Like, these have little fingers that hold onto my head and things like that. But just like with this up here, is I just made it around my skull, around my head, so it fits me absolutely perfectly. But I will have a suit of armor. I will have a suit of armor before the end of next year, and it's going to be. I got a cape. I have like insulation, because it's I live I live in North Dakota, so it's gonna be really cold some parts of the year. But I want to put insulation and then have like vents. I like pull on a string on the front, and it like opens vents so that I can cool off. Things like that. Oh, and LEDs. I'm gonna put these on the top of this here, going across the top here. Oh, you know what? One more thing to see before I get started. Get back to work on this. Let's take a look at my. It's incomplete. I haven't worked on it in a little while. Kind of got burnt out, but I also needed more copper at the time. But now I do have copper. Let's take a look at. The King's Wand. It's like, you don't want to point this at anything you don't want to absolutely destroy. It's like, sire, the castle has been breached. What do we do? Alright, We take to the final imperative. We destroy ourselves in the process. It's like, stand back, don't get in front of me. Yeah, too much fun. And that makes a... In fact, here's a perfect example. This is the stand for it. And that'll give you an idea of what the padded wire frame looks like. One of these days I'll get around to working on it again. This will be covered up as well. But that way, this is the stand. Oop. There we go. Is it backwards? Nope. Should be like that. Yeah, one of the, you know how some gaming channels, have like people who make animations for them and things like their antics and whatnot? I would absolutely love, I cannot wait to be so popular as to have people making like backstories for my wands and things like that. You know, like I always imagine that this is some tortured soul that has been turned into a wand, and that I've been, that it's just needs to be kind of, cared for and used to be a steward for it, and just kind of never be used, just a poor tortured soul inside of a wand. And maybe one day it saves the world, who knows. But something like that. Or even better, like the Obsidian King, maybe come across a gigantic chamber of like dead bodies worshipping this crown, where they worshipped all the way till they were dead, and anybody who puts it on is just gonna get consumed by the forces or whatever. Too much fun. But the way I do this is I just make the shape of the piece using paper towel here, and I'll cut the fabric out and lay it inside there, and now I'm ready to get some sewing thread and put and install it. There we go. I always love showing off my stuff. Like a little reminder of what I've got. Jewelry's a good place to start too. It's discouraging for me because like I'm not like super awesome at making jewelry. Like you can see my pendant here is fairly simple. My little ball bearing pendant, teardrop ball bearing. And but there are people out there that make insanely beautiful work in terms of jewelry. And maybe one day I'll get there, but there's just too many people doing it. Not enough people doing crowns. There we go. Do you have any hobbies? Have something that takes your time? Even if it's video games, I don't mind. As long as you're doing what you love. And not wasting time. That's a big deal. No wasting time. Come on. Can't get the lighting right. I love seeing you love it. Yeah, my dad makes cool wire wrap jewelry. Hell yeah! Dang it. Jeez. Yeah, tell him that I'm sure he's been doing it for a while. But I wonder if he's got plans to do any kind of like padded wire frame stuff That was, I wouldn't say I'm the first person ever to invent it, but I always love spreading my ideas and things like that. Does he have a channel? I'd be happy to take a look. Maybe even subscribe. Come on. There we go. Oops. How did that happen? Oh, guys can't even see what I'm doing. Brian King, how's it going? Fubar. Man, I really can't read that. It says, sure, don't say hi, burn. Burn! It's like, you must have just messaged, because I wasn't looking, I guess. How's it going, Brian? Brian King's got a really cool channel. He makes sick, fucking awesome knives. In fact, let's go take a look at one of them that he made for me. So anybody who needs a super awesome sweet knife commission, that's the guy to look for. Ooh, dusty. Everything I have is dusty. Ah, this beautiful custom knife that he made for me. I need to take it up to work and get it polished. Look at that chunky knife. Oh, goodness gracious. All that stuff is because I freaking didn't take care of it. I was like, ooh, all this oil on it. Ew, gross. I'm going to take that oil off. And that was just the worst possible thing to do. No, he doesn't do internet. He's a hippie boomer. Wait till you see the one I am almost done with. Hell yeah. I was looking through the knives you were showing me before. But yeah, that is... Oop, shit. Freaking got stuck to the magnet. That freaking sharp as fuck. But I gotta take it out to work and get it polished. Dang rang. That is a big, beautiful freaking stabber. Oh, and the best part. So the handle itself is actually resin with copper flake. The hilt is melted down scrap copper. And then that just absolutely gorgeous freaking mosaic pin there, if my camera will focus on that. Come on. Come on. Freaking. Boom. Look at that awesome mosaic pin. I want to get into that so bad. But I should have a gem faceter coming in the mail here pretty soon. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm just kind of bringing up the courage to get it. Because, you know, it makes a lot of noise, and I don't really have a extremely... I live in an apartment complex, so it's going to be problematic if it makes a lot of noise. Let's see here. But as soon as I can start cutting gems, fuck yes, I can't wait. And then I got my sewing machine, so I need to start doing that too. Ooh, my desk. Oh no! What did I do? I freaking made a mistake there. Shit. Oh well. It's not terribly visible, I guess. Damn. To get this thing to stop moving around. Does he have an Etsy or anything like that? Maybe you can plug your dad's work. I sure don't mind. Dang it. There we go. Need the parts to build a 2-inch by 72-inch belt grinder. Shit! Woof! 2-inch by 72-inch? Oh, for like a sword? I'd be fucking crazy. Oh, goodness. Man, I think like 5 years from now, I'm gonna have so many freaking things. It's like, I like all my work. I just need to make like boxes for them too. No, it just does it for local shops and friends and family. Oh yeah, that's cool too. It's hard to picture you working at a fabrication facility. Yeah. Oh man, I do love working at it. But I'm not doing any like heavy, well, I do some heavy lifting, but I'm not doing any of the welding just yet. One of these days I will, but I really like the job I've got where I'm just in charge of like getting the big pieces on racks and then degreasing them and then cleaning them. I know people at work are like, wow, this guy's freaking weird. I get to work at like 6 or 7 in the morning and I'm like, is everyone ready for another day of work? Oh, there's not enough coffee in the world. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Oh man, hurt my shoulder earlier today. Let's hope it doesn't hurt too bad at the end of this. Should be good. It's weird, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it got twisted. Holy crap, it's warm. Let me turn on my fan real fast. Maybe turn off the heater. I will say that as soon as I got a freaking a humidifier, it was a lot better in here. Oh, so dry in the north.
For all blades, the longer your belts, the less frequency you have to change them, and I need something with more power. My strongest one is 1x42, and it's only 3 to 4 horsepower. The 2x72 will be 3 horsepower. Wow, that's really hard to read from so far away. I need to get glasses. Hey, I gotta hit the hay, but I have really enjoyed seeing your stuff. Thanks. It's a good to see you, Charlie Sean. I hope I'm saying that right. Charlie Sean. Yes. Seeing your stuff and learning about what you do. I've been subbed, but never really watched before. I definitely be tuning in when I can.
Excellent. I'd be happy to see you again. Very glad you stopped by. Yeah, and I usually go live for hours, so I'm not offended that you're going. Be like, how dare you? How dare you? I'm gonna use my magic on you. There you go. You have yourself a fabulous night.
Dude. 3 to 4, 3/4 horsepower. 3/4 horsepower. 3/4. I see. 3 to 4. I guess 3 to 4 would be a dash.
There you go. One side down. Good to see you, Brian King. I definitely look forward to seeing your stuff, your new knife. Are you making a video for it? There you go. I can't believe how little you can see that. It's like not at all.
The sewing on the top, I mean. Always trying to find Insomniac streams now. My sleep is so screwed up. I usually make my coffee around 4 a.m. Goodness. So I am always searching for a stream in that time frame.
Hell yeah. Go. Trying to think of any kind of stream that I like to watch that would be good for that sort of thing. I usually watch crazy, exciting gaming videos. No, not making a video on it. Couldn't be bothered with... man, I can't see. Setting up the camera and doing all the editing and so on. Yeah. Pain in the ass, that's for sure. That's kind of why I've been doing like live streams, because then I can just record the live stream or download it, I guess, if I get YouTube Premium, and then I can just take the pieces that I want. I do some recording off streams though. But I feel you, man. I definitely feel you on that. Pain in the ass. I know that, damn it. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of the guy. He does painting. Bob Ross? I know Bob Ross has, their channel has been doing a crap ton of freaking live streams lately. I think they're just kind of doing like recaps and things. I'm not sure if Bob Ross is still around. I guess not. Maybe his son and stuff is doing it. They're certainly smart to do that. All that, my cuticles are so bad. All that potential money-making stuff. I think his birthday was recent, and they did like a 5-day marathon. Or a week long, maybe. But he's got great streams for Insomnia. I took a really long nap today, so I'm probably gonna be up for a while. What the hell? How did that happen? What the fuck? It's a knot. How did that happen? There, finally. Should have done this part before I closed it up. Pain in the ass. Bob Ross died a long time ago. Oh no. Oh, Brian King, by the way, did anything, like, happen to James Freeman recently? I tried looking it up, but all I see is from, like, 10 days ago at the time. And, holy shit, I've doubled the amount of views that I get daily because people are watching my my audit with James Freeman at the Richardson City Hall. So I'm wondering if something, maybe my name got mentioned somewhere, or James Freeman got in trouble or something. Because man, I'm like, holy crap! Like, I got like 250 views in the last 48 hours, which is like twice as much as I usually get. Gosh, almost done. What an exciting moment. I'm not sure I even need to do a liner. I suppose it would look better. Did that really... I don't think it solved my issue here. Kind of uncomfortable up there. But let's just finish this up. And I can move on to wondering what the hell I'm going to do with this thing. As is, it can work as the intended purpose, which is to keep my head warm. In fact, I might wear it tonight, kind of get a feel as to how good it works. Oh, man, eyeballs. Don't know, that probably just means that video is on recommended cycle by YouTube. I have videos that don't get for 6 months, then get 10,000, 20,000 a day or two. Oh wow. Don't get view. Oops, excuse me. No, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I couldn't care less about James Freeman and most others. Freeman finally admitted he only does auditing for money, and now auditing is all but dead. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't blame him. I like money too. Freaking crazy. Let's see here. Yeah, he I was when I was looking up what's going on, I noticed that he does like compilation videos now. You know, oldies but goodies. My favorite channels have got to be Audit the Audit, you know, Lackluster, and Legal Descent. Pretty much the only ones I watch now. Audit the Audit's probably my favorite, because he grades them at the end. Although you know all about all those. Alright, fucking Christies. Let's take a look. Oh. Ooh. Nice and snug. I can feel the ridges of the fabric kind of up against my forehead, so I'm thinking I might try and fix that. I don't know how, though. But there we go, that's better. Put a face mask on, then yeah, it's kind of shitty that I can't wear my headphones or anything, but I suppose that's the case anyway with my hoodie, the hood on my jacket. Wondering how I can solve that problem. One second. Let me see if I can't fix this problem. I think I did. Nice.
Yeah, everyone loves money, but doing things that hurt activism and makes the real things that hurt activism makes the real world harder for anyone with a camera, auditor or not, is wrong.
For sure. It's just like any other group that's trying to do better. It's hard to deal with the people who make it worse. I feel like Dark Matter 2525 doesn't do any good for the atheist community if they're trying to make good relations with the world. He seems to hate guns, hate America, hate freedom, hate Christians, hate religion, you know, and I'm just like, yeah, you look really bad, even to me. It's like doing no good for anybody. Hell, at least Christopher Hitchens has like a, you know, good points and shit, but I think that they're not necessarily for, I think they're for beginners, you know, the beginner's atheism. I want to do like an advanced atheism. Oh shit, I didn't even get that on camera. Ow.
Audit the Audit, lackluster, and those like them are frauds. Again, all about the money. They just hijack other people's videos over and over because they can't make their own content.
Well, I think they make their own content in the sense that they're analyzing the videos and making it easier for people like me to understand what's going on. And you don't take what they say, 100%, obviously. But I think in terms of the layman, someone who's never been auditing probably has a better idea of what's going on when they watch those than they do if they watch the raw video. In secret, they kind of like it that they get the money instead of the auditor. But I suppose I digress. It's good, I think. But I left the audit community a while back just for the sake of myself. In that I'm no good for it. I think I don't do a lot of. I'm not ready to go to jail to make legislation happen. What happened here? How did that happen? Huh. Oh, it's fine. Either way, I think now we're going to move on to the part of this live stream where I give myself an idea of what the hell I'm going to do with this thing. So I've got a piece here, shape here, shape here, shape here, teardrop here, sort of a diamond almost shape here. All right. Oh. Let's at least figure out what we're going to do with these LEDs. Gotta get rid of this freaking thing. Ah! Landed on my baby. It's like that, Anguset Press Fool. I don't think I've ever heard that guy. Anguset Press Fool. He audits freaking liquor stores. Liquor stores. Crap like that. He stands outside post offices and stares in the window for an hour, creeping them out. They'll call 911. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people who don't do any good. None whatsoever. In fact, anti-good for the audit community. The activist community at large. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of like Audit the Audit, is that he'll give them an F. He gives bad auditors bad grades. And I think that's more important than just kind of making your own opinion, because at least people know that not everyone thinks that they're great. Let me find my pliers real fast. Huh. Oh, wow. That's empty. Hang on just a second, guys. Gotta refill my humidifier. That took nearly an entire gallon. Holy shit. Put some salt in there. Come on, stupid thing. There we go. Can't seem to find my pliers. I know they're around here somewhere. He has 32,000 subs. Yeah, I guess if you're a crazy person, you usually get that sort of attention. I always respected people's privacy, so I never got any kind of a real attention, I guess. I need to throw some of the scrap away. I guess I got this pair of pliers, but I wonder if it's too big. Too big. Where are my pliers? Yeah, these won't work either. I need to put a trash can near me. Let me see if I can't freaking get this thing undone. Damn it. And auditing sure has changed. Huh. I'm not sure what the change was. As in 320,000. Oh. You need glasses. Yeah, I really do. I just started the process of getting my insurance, so hopefully that can change pretty soon. Then I can get back on my meds too. That'd be great. I don't really like dying, per se. Alright, so. Certainly plenty of wire, gosh. Man, I need a trash can. Alright, so. Something like this. Come to the back. hope I don't have to cut any of these. I'm glad the battery pack is tiny too.
So hopefully that'll look really freaking sweet. Yeah, the screen is really far away from me too.
That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. What's this? Huh. Interesting. I guess it's just an attachment there. Well, it looks like the next step for me to work on is my the outer frame of this bad boy. Put that in there for now.
Hells yeah. Good to see you. I don't know what time it is, but hey.
Almost, well, that's not bad. I slept since maybe 5 o'clock to 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 hours, that's not bad. So I could probably be up till 1 today.
But if you didn't see it, I
Just grabbed the LEDs. So I'm thinking that's gonna wind up going around here. Going across the side there. So it'll be a
very pretty. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's see if I can't just temporarily put this thing on here. Temporarios. Because I don't get paid. Yeah, on my other one for my King's Wand, the battery pack is like freaking 3, I think, what are they called? The 9-volt batteries? So it's like ridiculously big. Yeah.
It's gonna be on the sides there.
Slide those bad boys back in there. Let me clean up a tiny bit here. Get rid of some of this scrap. Some of that's still good. Oh, that fabric makes a mess.
Sorry, that was my little nephew. He was watching me earlier. Good night, y'all. Good night, man. You have yourself a good night? Yeah. 3 good nights. I'm waiting for my disability case to go... Well, I am waiting for my disability case to go before a judge finally. I am worried because my meds are over $4,000 a month, so without New York State coverage, I could be screwed.
Yeah, I hope that the system works out for you, man. Because that's exactly what it's for. You know, it's not for people like me who can work and stuff like that. It's for people who can't. For people who need it. I've got a friend who feels entitled to all that stuff, even though he's a raging alcoholic. He drinks like crazy, and then he wonders, you know, why he never has any money. And he's like, oh, I gotta get on food stamps. I'm like, if you can afford alcohol, if you can afford to drink every night, you can afford to eat.
Let me pull up my phone so I'm not having to read it so far away. That would be a great idea. I wonder. My Bluetooth was on that whole time. Oh. Here we go. Waiting for it to home. Sorry, that was my little nephew. He was watching with me earlier. Good night, all. You have a good night, man. If the monitor is further away, then increase the font size in the chat. Hey, that's a good idea. You should be able to click on the menu options for the chat and zoom in. Herm Wiley Coyote just went live. Used to go by D.A. Archer. Hey, gonna go see what's going on with him? Shit, yeah, man. Let me know. D.A. Archer. I remember him. I think. There we go. That was so long ago. Alright, so in the meantime, let's get some. Let me get some of this trash taken care of real quick. I can do that later. Okay. So I'm thinking that if I do a frame. Two wires. Maybe three wires. No. Two wires. So if I put two wires here, and one go that way, one go that way, then I can have two go that way. Meet up. So much fur everywhere. Like that way. Yeah, then I can have one go that way. That way. Perfectus mectus. I have to decide. Beautiful. Ah, so pretty. Beautiful green jewelry box. I also got this. I got the thrifty stores are so awesome. Take a look at this. A necklace display board. Very pretty. I love thrifty stores so much. In fact, this box of beautiful brass. Oh, I can put this somewhere. Hang on. You know, like right there. I could do that. Okay. That's alright. For now, I'll just put it right here. Right here. Be fine. For now. Alright, there's the lapis.
probably gonna wind up being just one orb. Man, it's tempting to make a crown. We'll just make it heavy. Jesus, scared the hell out of me. Yeah, I think that'll work. Not sure. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I wonder if I want any stones on it at all. I suppose I can worry about that later. Maybe I should consider, or maybe I should worry about the frame for now. Yeah. Let's worry about that later. And grab some. Wow, you know what? My scrap wire is not easy to get at. Trying to decide whether I should go come back on tomorrow or maybe just go get some real quick if I can reach it. BRB. Coyote. Yeah, all my scrap copper seems to be buried pretty deeply into my closet. So I wonder, should I just go ahead and do end the stream, or let's see if I should just plug this baby in real fast.
Yeah, the humidifier's blowing over.
boiling over.
I looked at it, it was like bloop, bloop, and the lid came up.
Huh. Yeah, I literally just filled it up. Yeah, I was gonna say let the bubbies out. You alright? Oh.
Jeez, all the way at the back here. All right.
That's alright. I think I'll just end the stream. So I can't think of any designs off the top of my head.
It's been fabulous, guys. I think I'm going to end the stream there. And I'll be back on tomorrow. It's going to take a second to get off the stream, but let me get up. Let's see here. Alright, guys.